Hello, Doctor. I'm Dan Chun Ming, and now I'm going to talk about the Lab 4, question 1. So from here, we can see as the question asks, I'll need to do, I need to write site hex 1 as the first hexagon and site hex 2 for the second hexagon. So from here, I didn't define it yet. And from here, the question also asks us to define perimeter underscore hexagon 1 and perimeter hexagon 2. So both of these I assign 0 in double word data type for the perimeter. And I also, the question also asks us to define total perimeter as written here. And I also assign 0 to the total perimeter. So as we need to do as the sample output. So here I prepared 6 string. So the first string will be enter a site value for hexagon 1, and string 2 will be the enter a site value, enter site value for hexagon 2, and string 3 will be the parameter for hexagon 1 with site. String 4 will be the parameter for hexagon 2 for with site. String 5 will be the total parameter is equal to, and the string 6 will be is. Okay, so go to the main code. So firstly, I will move the string 1 into the EDX, and I will call the write string. Then I'll call a read integer to read the input, the integer input, and I'll move EAX into site hex 1. After this, I move string 2 into the EDX, and the same thing I'll go for with the write string and the read integer. But here I changed that I move the EAX into the site hex 2 instead of site hex 1. So after that, I'll move 6 into the ECX, and I'll enter the loop 1, which is I'll move the value inside the site hex 1 into the EAX, and I'll add the parameter hexagon 1 with the value inside the EAX. So this is for the loop 1. And after the loop 1, I'll move the EAX from the value of the parameter hexagon 1. And then I'll also move EAX into the total parameter. After this, I'll move string 3, which is the parameter for hexagon 1 with site, into the EDX. Then I'll call the write string, and then I'll move the site hexagon 1 into the EAX right here, and I'll call to write the write integer. Then after this, I'll move the string 6, which is the is here, right here, into the EDX, and I'll call the write string again to write the is, and I'll move the parameter hexagon 1 into the EAX, and I'll call the write integer right here. So after this, I'll move 6 into the ECX, and I'll enter the loop 2, which is I'll move the value inside the site hex 2 into the EAX, and I'll add it with the I'll add the value inside the EAX into the parameter hexagon 2. So this is for the loop 2, and after the loop 2, I'll move the value inside the parameter hexagon 2 into the EAX, and then I'll add the value inside the EAX into the total parameter. Then I'll move string 4 into the EDX, and I'll call the write string. And then I'll move the value inside the site hex 2 into the EAX, and I'll call the write integer right here. And then after this, I'll move the string 6, which is the is string, into the EDX, and also call the write string again. And I'll move the parameter hexagon 2 the value inside parameter has gone to here into the EAX, and I'll call to write the integer. Then after this, I'll move the string 5, which is the total parameter, into the EDX right here, and I'll call the write string. And after this, I'll move the total parameter into the EAX, and I'll call the write integer. And that's it for the main code for lab 4 question 1. So let's try to debug. So from the sample output, firstly we'll write 5, and then will be the 4. So we can see we have the exactly same output with the sample output right here. So that's it for the lab 4 question 1.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mama Imran Hakim. I am from COA Lab Group 10. So basically for this lab 4, I'm assigned to do question 2. So let's go through our code first. First, this is the variable, and this for the input from the user, and this is the output. Okay, we have multiplicand and multiplier here, also product. So here I have used bunch of word here. For example, here for clear console, and here for move the variable into the register. And we can see here, as we can see here, the multiplicand will be moved into EAX. Okay, as we can see here and all, it's for the process, the input from the user, and here is the process to multiply. This process. Okay, this process will multiply the multiplicand and multiplier, and here is for the EX value. Okay, let's wrap it up. We run the code. Okay, the system asks the user to enter the multiplicand. Okay, for example, we enter 3 for the multiplicand, and also the system also asks to enter the multiplier. Okay, for example, we put 6 for the multiplier, and after the user done input the multiplicand and multiplier, the system will generate the multiplication process. We show the multiplication of multiplicand and multiplier here, and the total after multiply both of multiplicand and multiplier. For example, here multiplication of 3 is multiplicand, and 6 for multiplier, equal to 18. Okay, I guess that is for my question. And from this lab, I've learned to explore more things in do the coding in COA. Usually there's other I've done other language such as C++, Java, C#, and so on. But here in this lab in COA, I've learned other coding language, other coding methods, different from C++, Java, and C# and so on. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, doctor. My name is Tan Shun Ming. So I'm going to talk about the lab 4, question 3. So from here, we can see I use the hello as the array. So there will be 6 unknown here, which is undefined. And I do a count odd for every odd array, and I also do a count even for to calculate every the integer in the even array, the even number in the array. Okay, so I also do 3 string. The string one will be the entered integer. The second one is the total odd, and the third one is total even. Is so in the main code, this is a data in the data part. So in the main code, firstly I move 6 into the ECX, and I move 0 into the EBX, and I move the string 1 into the EDX. So then I will enter the loop 1. So in the loop 1, firstly I will call to write string, which is I will write the string 1 here. Then I will call to read the integer, where we get the we read the integer input from the user, and then I'll move the EAX into the array, which is hello, and inside there will be the EBX. And then after move this line, I will add the EBX by 4, and then it will loop until it will loop 6 times, and then after the loop 1, I move 3 into the ECX, and I also move 0 into the EAX, and also and the same with the EBX. I also move 0 into the EBX. So after that, I will start the loop 2, which is I add the EAX from the hello, and inside the array I'll put the EBX, and every loop after that I will add 8 into the EBX. So this is for the loop 2. Then after the loop 2, I will move EAX into the count odd, and I also will move the string 2 into the EDX. Then I'll call the write string, and I also call the write description. So after this, I will move 3 into the ECX, 0 into the EAX, and 4 into EBX. And then I'll enter the loop 3, which is I'll add hello EBX into the EAX, and I'll add 8 into the EBX. So this is for the loop 3. After the loop 3, I'll do I move the EAX, the value in the EAX, into the count even, and I'll move the string 3 into the EDX. Then I'll call the write string, and also call the write description, and that's it for the code. So let us try to debug. So according to the sample output in the question, so the first will be 32, the second will be 65, 77, 89, 14, and 54. So I'll get the exactly same output with the sample output. So that's it for the lab 4 question 3.